Hi, my name is Jason Park, and you can also call me as Jay as an English name. I'm 28 years old in Korean age and probably like 26 years old in US age. I've studied business and I've been to New York for a year for work. I lived in Long Island City. I was selling fresh fruits and vegetables, so I was in the produce fields as a salesperson in the sales department. And I love musics. I have collected a lot of CDs and LPs. Since I was in New York, I've been to a lot of record shops. I think I've spent like about $1,500 only in CDs. And I'm also a very big fan of the romantic comedy films through 1980s to 2000s. You know, like the classics like Sleepless in Seattle or When Harry Met Sally, You've Got Mails, like that one. And it's been no longer than a week since I came back to Korea, so I believe there will be a lot of things to catch up. So I really hope you and I have a good time today. Thank you. 자, 다음 질문. 어떤 음악을 듣는가? I'm glad that you asked these questions since I've told you about how I love about the musics. As I told you, I've collected a lot of CDs and LPs since I was in New York. I've been to more than like 15 record shops. I like to say my favorite taste of the music genre should be the alternative rock. For example, there is an Irish band called U2, which they made a lot of great musics. Like the album, for example, the album The Joshua Tree includes the great songs like With or Without You or The Street with No Names. And also there is another Irish band called The Cranberries. They also have the songs like The Zombies, The Linger, or The Dreams. And actually, I don't really have a specific taste for the music genre. And like, I love EDMs, hip hops, especially in jazz musics. Since I became 20, I got a chance to go to the live jazz bar, and that time I fall in love with the jazz. So jazz is also my favorite music, all of the categories inside. And thank you. 다음. 언제 음악을 So this is also a very good question. I had a small MP3 when I was very young, like in the elementary school, which my father gave it to me. It was a very small MP3. I believe it was like a iPod with screenless, no screen. It's very primitive, a small MP3 device. And the capacity of the MP3 device was not bigger than 1 megabyte. So you could only put like not more than 20 songs inside that device. And since I was a young child, I didn't know how to use the computer, so I didn't know how to put the songs inside the MP3. So I could only listen to the music that was already inside the MP3, which was including only hip hops and EDMs. The funny thing is that it's not normal for elementary school kid to listen to hip hops, but actually I did. So maybe that would be the reason why I became like this. And anyway, it consists with like Eminem's or the Jay-Z kind of things. So I listened to hip hops and EDMs, and I changed. As I said, I changed to jazz music because there's a lot of great jazz musicians around. So that's how my taste of music changed. Thanks, Tom. Oh, yeah, I've been to a lot of live concerts, and but I would like to say this time about the jazz sessions. Since I was in New York, I've been to a lot of live jazz bars, more than 15 of them. And actually, the one of the biggest reason why I went to New York was the jazz, because they have a lot of great jazz musicians. For example, Dizzy Gillespie as a big band. I know he passed away, but anyway, he still have the big band, and also Bill Mays and Bill Charlip. They are all also a very excellent jazz pianist. And also there is Chet Baker. Also, I think he passed away, and he was also a great trumpet player. So eventually I prefer the trio, which includes the bass, pianos, and drums. or sometimes quartet, which includes the trumpet. So yes, I've been to a lot of jazz live sessions, and it was great. I had a great experience at that, at there. Thank you. 자, 다음. 이건 뭔 질문이냐? So this is kind of a tough question because many people work in various places. For me, example, when I was in New York, I was in the office selling fresh fruits and vegetables as a salesperson in sales department. I had more than 70 clients in through New York and New Jersey. I had a clients as for the manager of the supermarkets. So the office should be one of the most typical place where people work. And also, I've worked in the kitchen for 5 years since when I became 20. So the restaurant should be one of the typical place to work. Actually, there's a lot of place to work, like transportations and a lot of services, construction place. So that should be the answer. 다음 질문. So when I became 20, as I said, I worked in the kitchen, and it was a small restaurant which sold draft beer and some foods. So I was in the kitchen. Work was not really hard. I just used simple fryers. So I fried something with the fryer, and I used oven stoves. So I made like fried chickens, pizzas, and there was like some called like gambas al hayo, which was a Spanish culinary or something. And the wage was actually a minimum. The minimum wage has been raised a lot since through 8 years. It's been like 2 times higher, right? I forgot. But anyway, I worked there more than a year, so I have a very good memories at there since I've worked there for a year. And that's the place where I worked first. Thanks. 다음. 더 어려운 문 없었나? Yes, I had a problem. Most of the problems that happens in the workplace is all about the relationships. Relationships. The kitchen is a very tense place. People get easily angry or very sensitive because it's very dangerous. It is surrounded by a lot of knives and fires, and it's very busy like war. So people get easily sensitive. So I had some fought. I fought somebody in the kitchen, and you should never fight in the kitchen since it's very dangerous. But anyway, I had a fight with some guy, but I'm the one who makes the apologize first, whether did I do wrong or not. So I made apologize. I gave him an apologize first. So we eventually became friends again. Of course, we're no longer friends now, but I believe at that time I have dealt with that problem a very mature way. Thank you. 다음. Yes, as I said, I've worked in New York for how long? Yeah, for a year. So I had a chance to visit a lot of cities, which was great. And like in Boston, if you are interested in educations, I recommend you to go to Boston. There is a Harvard University at there. And if you are interested in economics, I suggest you to go to Chicago, which is a great place for a lot of record shops. That is great. Like Reckless Record Shop, I recommend you to go there when you go to Chicago. And if you like the ocean, the Ocean City should be one of the options. I know the Miami should be 100% better, but still Ocean City was nice. And if you are interested in the clean streets or the histories, I suggest you to go to the Washington D.C. or the Philadelphia. And not only United States, I've been to a lot of Europe's countries, like more than 12 countries of Europe. So if I had to say the one place that you should go in Europe will be the England because you can actually speak English there. You can communicate with somebody. Anyway, yeah, thanks. 뭘 하냐? So I always bring small petite guitar with me. It's actually a acoustic guitar. I prefer traveling alone every time, not with the families or not with my friends. But when I do get bored and feel lonely, so when I every time I feel lonely or bored, I play my guitar any place that I can sit on. It's not like a busking, but I just play the guitar. And regarding that, I prefer traveling alone. I like having interaction with people. When you come back from the travel, what you remember is not the places where you go, the people who you met. So I am more in having an interaction with people when I'm on travel. That's what I do on travels. Yes, thank you. Oh, my first trip abroad. I want to separate this from the travel with my family because you hardly remember with traveling abroad with your family because you will be very young. So when I became 20 again, I went on a travel with my friends, with the high school friends. We went to Vietnam, and I have very good memories of there. The weather was nice, sometimes cloudy, but most of the times it was sunny. And we've been to a lot of beautiful oceans. And the food was great, of course. There was rice noodles, and there were a lot of cilantros. I am not the guy who likes the cilantros, but what I had at Vietnam was kind of nice. And the price was very cheap. I remember the beer was less than $1, like 50 cents, which was great. So I really had the good memories in the Vietnam. Next. Uh, okay, so me and my friend is going to your cinema, and I have four questions. First one is there a movie Avatar 3? Do you have a movie Avatar 3? It's running right now? Oh, great. So, second question is, what time is the movie Avatar 3 running? Is it between 2 to 4:30? Oh, it's in 3:30. Great. Third, how much will be the price of the ticket? $12 per ticket. Great. Not bad. Fourth question, is there a place that I can park? Inside the building. Definitely. Oh, thank you. I'll be there in 5 minutes, Tom. Yeah. Yeah. I said, give me the ticket of 3 tickets of the Avatar 3. But why the hell you gave me the Die Hard 3? This is the big problem. I insist you to give me the full credit. So I'll give you the 3 options that you can give me. The first option, you give me a full refund right here, right now, or else I'll lose my mind. Second, you you change the expired tickets of the Avatar 3 to no, I mean you exchange my expired ticket of the Die Hard 3 to Avatar 3 to 4:30 p.m. movie. I can wait. So you change the tickets or else I'll lose my mind. Third, you give me the full credit in order me to purchase the tickets later. Or else you'll be sorry. 알겠어? 다음. Yeah, I had some problems. but it was not their problem. Most of the time, it was my problem with my mistakes. For example, I yesterday I tried to book something because I'm planning a trip with my mom to Europe. So I try to book a decent and nice place with awesome view for a dinner. So I tried to book the place in 17:30, which is 5:30 p.m., right? But because of my mistake, I booked there in 15:30, which is 3:30 p.m. Maybe I got confused only seeing the number 5. So when I have find the problem, I had a direct email to the restaurant in order to change the reservations to 15:30 to 17:30. But regarding the slow Europe internet systems, they actually responded to my email rapidly, so I could have changed the reservation correctly right away, not losing any fees. So that was the experience that I had. Thanks. 다음. 맞다. 다음은 제가 기억이 안 나가지고요. 여기 질문 13가지만 하겠습니다. 자, 감사합니다.